Hello and welcome back to this edition of Minstrels on the Block. We're back with Henry and Don, and some other people have rotated around again, so there's like 80 people in this band. So what we're going to do, this is the part of the show where we pimp stuff. So what we want to do is promote anything that you've got, anything that you've mentioned some stuff earlier, but tell everybody out there in TV land what you've got coming up. Do you have a CD?
We don't have a CD yet, simply because we haven't done the studio time to produce that CD. We probably have enough original material to get a CD done, but we all work daytime jobs pretty much, and looking for that opportunity to get into the studio and work this material up so that it's in a presentable form.
Excellent. So, possible CD in the future, hopefully.
Very near future, hopefully.
Excellent. Absolutely. So now, you've got some shows coming up. One is Hog Bottom. What all do you have coming up?
We've got Hog Bottom coming up on the 21st of April. It's a very worthy cause for House of Heroes. I'd like to encourage everybody to come out. You can check it out on the Hog Bottom website, and the directions are there. It's out in Fort Mitchell. Is it 65? Out 65 or 165. But the directions are on the website, and it's a very worthy, very fun-filled day. A lot of great local music, a lot of good barbecue, and it's a lot of people having a real good time.
That's St. Patrick's Day.
We have St. Patrick's Day at Club 85. Hopefully,
we can plug that.
All our Irish friends will be out, and of course, everybody's Irish on St. Patty's Day, so expect to see everybody down there.
Excellent.
I think downtown will be hopping that night, so it's on a Saturday.
Cool.
It'll be green beer flowing in the gutters, so it'll be a great time.
Green hair.
We've tied in with Club 85. We'll be doing a monthly gig there up through the summer.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. May the 5th, we'll be at Club 85. Everybody will be doing tequila shots and green beers for St. Patrick's Day.
Well, you can drink green beer anytime you want to.
Well, I'm sure the beer from St. Patty's Day will be green by then.
And Jack says he'll have his green hair.
Yes.
Up through June 16th, we're booked at 85. We probably will have more work in between there and now. There are some new clubs opening up in Columbus that we're looking at, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to participate in the openings of some of these clubs.
Excellent.
I won't mention the name right now because I don't want to spoil the surprise for the owners that are putting this out, but we've been talked to and we've discussed opportunities to get into these clubs, and
nice.
We're looking forward to it. We usually have a pretty good crowd on practice night at the studio. It's turned into what I'd call regulars, I guess, that like to show up, and there are, judging from the crowd that comes over, there are a lot of people out there that really like Buddy Harden, and we want to give folks in town and around every opportunity to hear us that we can if we get the chance.
Now, where do you have the practice that people show up at?
It's at my house. We have a studio in the basement.
Oh, we can't tell you that.
Yeah.
We'd have to start charging the cover.
No cover charge on Thursday nights.
But good live music and free pool.
Excellent. So now, for things that might be coming up in between now and the dates that you know about right now, obviously by the time people watch this show, if you have something else, this will be dated material. So where can they find you online that they can find new updated information about where you'll be playing?
We're on Facebook, The Buddy Harden Band. If you type in Buddy Harden Band, you won't get it. It's The Buddy Harden Band on Facebook. We have a page there which links to our Reverb Nation page. And we just recently signed up with a new website called the Spotlight Zone that has a lot of really good music on there from all over the world. Well, they say they're from all over the world. You never know. They might all be from Phoenix City. But we made some new friends there on the internet. And Reverb Nation, Facebook, we're there.
You can also Google the Buddy Harden Band. There are 2 or 3 pages of Buddy Harden on Google.
And there's a couple of videos on YouTube. hopefully Jack's taking down the ones he put up. But there's a couple of pretty good videos of the Buddy Harden Band playing at Hog Bottom, and you can find us. You got to look a little bit, but it's like I said, it's the Buddy Harden Band. And
that's facebook.com/the Buddy Harden Band.
There you go.
Excellent. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Now, there's a couple of questions I like to ask before we wrap up. Usually, I like to get a take from the artists I have on the show as to what is your view or opinion. What do you think of the local Valley music scene?
Well, since Facebook came out, we were more aware of each other. We always knew Gary Palmer and Haywire and all these guys. Wasn't nearly as aware of you guys, for one thing. I met y'all through Hog Bottom, I think. And but the internet is the main reason I think that everybody's kind of, I won't call it a scene as such, because that denotes something a little bigger than what we got going here. I think what we got here is a lot of people like to play. I've never seen open mics be as big as they are right now, where more not necessarily the people in the club, but the people who come to play. I'm glad that's taken off. It gives people like Katie Clyde, who you had on your show, that's people who are just starting out to play. It gives you a venue to play and a supported venue to play.
Yeah,
because there's nothing worse than when you're first starting out and you know you're not that good, but you want to play and you're pleasing yourself. And to have a venue where you can go and get support, and then have somebody come by and say, you know, if you tried this chord instead of that chord, that would open this up. And you get a little advice there, and next time you come out, it's a little better. And next thing you know, you're playing gigs. And but it seems like there's a lot of old guys still playing around, and that we fall
that's
into
a good
that
thing.
category.
That's a good thing.
Well, music's something you can do your whole life.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was a jock, and believe me, you can't play football and basketball your whole life, but you can play the guitar.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think the scene's healthy right now. There's not a lot of what I would call original rock and roll bands. I'm hearing a lot of acoustic stuff for the most part, which, you know, a good song's a good song.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's acoustic, electric. If it's cool, it's cool. But I don't see a lot of bands, full-blown bands, and probably is the what we like to call the Gary Palmer Trio syndrome. Those guys are great, and they play three-piece, and you can do that. If you bass guitar and drums, you can do that. Playing with a five-piece band like we are, you're not going to make any money. So
yeah,
you got to love it. We do it because we like it, and that's what that's my whole take on it. Is that, like I told you earlier, I'm going to play guitar every chance I get from now on.
Yeah.
My wife's bought into it. She sent me to buy a new guitar about a month ago. So I've got complete support from Linda, and I know he does from his wife also. And that's why at this age we're able to do what we do. So.
One last thing before we close. For people sitting out there watching the show who might be wanting to be a musician and aspiring artist, what advice would you give?
If you want to be a guitar player, start as early as you can. Practice. Hang around people who can play better than you. You don't get better playing with people that aren't as good as you. You need to hang around people that can teach you something and stick with it.
Excellent. Well, fellas, I really appreciate you being on the show. Don,
it's a pleasure.
It's great to have you on. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Minstrels on the Block with the Buddy Harden Band. I hope you enjoy the music. We're going to some of that right now, and we'll see you next week. I'm Brian Mallard, CTV EA, Minstrels on the Block. Take care.
Yeah, Don and I wrote this one. He got the music down. I wrote the lyrics. It's about a lost love. Known for a long time where we must lay the blame. You know and I know it's over. We called out another man's name. We both wanted a lifestyle, fast, free, and fun. after tonight, we'll be alright. I'm gonna be on the run. How did we get here from there? Search for the answer, but saw in your stare. Sit down and tell me, do you really care? How did we get here from there? I try to change my ways, see the things you see, looking at me through your eyes. I'm not the man I wanted to be. We knew love was perfect, compromise and pain. Wanted the power from your ivory tower, shut me down just like the rain. How did we get here from there? I searched for the answer, but saw in your stare. Sit down and tell me if you really care. How did we get here from there? Was perfect, compromise and pain. Wanted the power of your ivory tower, shook me down just like the rain. How did we get here from there? Searched for the answer, but saw in your stare. Sit down and tell me if you really care. How did we get here from there?